In 1971, something happened that changed your life forever. You just don't know it yet. A decision was made, not by voters, not by Congress, but by one man, in one moment, that set off a chain reaction that's still stealing from your wallet today. And the wildest part? They convinced you it was necessary, that it was good for you, that 2% inflation every year is somehow healthy. But here's what they don't tell you. They tell you inflation is complicated. Supply and demand. Too much money chasing too few goods. They make it sound like an unstoppable force of nature. Something that just happens. The Federal Reserve says 2% inflation per year is the goal. It's healthy, but here's the question they hope you never ask. If inflation is good, why does everything feel worse? Your parents bought a house for $40,000 in 1980. That same house costs $400,000 today. In 1965, minimum wage was $1.25 per hour, paid in silver coins. Those same silver coins? Worth $22 today. So did wages go down, or did the dollar become worthless? Because here's the truth, inflation isn't an accident. It's not natural. It's a policy, a choice. A system designed by a small group who benefit while your purchasing power evaporates. And it all goes back to 1971. For most of history, money was backed by something real. Gold, silver, actual commodities. The US dollar was backed by gold. Every dollar was redeemable for a fixed amount of gold. This kept the government honest. They couldn't just print unlimited money. But what happened on 1971 that changes the US economics? By that time, the US president was Nixon. On the 15th of August, President Nixon went on television and announced he was temporarily closing the gold window. Dollars could no longer be exchanged for gold.
I have directed the Secretary of the Treasury to take the action necessary to defend the dollar against the speculators. I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets.
He said, temporarily. But here's the thing, once they realized they could print unlimited money, why would they ever go back? Think about it. Would you give up unlimited power once you had it? The government discovered they could fund any program without raising taxes, pay off debts by printing more money, win elections by spending more, all without the constraint of gold. Why would they ever voluntarily give that up? They never intended it to be temporary. They just needed you to accept it. Look at this. The total money supply in the United States, stable until 1971. Then exponential growth. In 2020 alone, they printed 40% of all dollars in existence. In 1 year, every new dollar printed makes yours worth less. That's inflation. Theft by dilution. Simple, they never stopped printing. Every time the government wants to spend money they don't have, stimulus checks, bailouts, wars, programs, they just print it. COVID relief? Infrastructure spending? Print more. And every time they do, your savings lose value. Your paycheck buys less. Your rent goes up. Gas costs more. Groceries cost more. Not because those things got more valuable. Because your dollars got less valuable. The government says inflation is 3 to 4% per year. But if we calculated it the same way as 1980, it'd be 10 to 12%. They changed the measurement to hide the truth. But here's what really makes me angry. Inflation steals time. Every hour you work, you trade your time for money. When that money loses value, they're stealing your time. The hours you already worked become worth less. You can't get that time back. It's gone. So that's the truth about inflation. It's not mysterious. It's a system, designed by those in power to benefit themselves at your expense. They print money, your purchasing power evaporates. Your time, your savings, your future, slowly stolen through invisible devaluation. But now you know. Subscribe for more truth about how the system actually works. What do you think? Will we ever go back to sound money? Drop your thoughts below. See you in the next one.